a lot of stress in the past couple of weeks, man. So after this weekend, I'm looking for some smooth sailing. Got it.
Dude, I'm preparing myself. I'm going to Italy and preparing myself and all of that that's involved in that is insane. All right, so it looks like
when's your next tournament?
The next one I'm going to be going to is in New York State.
Okay, the 4th.
Yep.
All right, dope. That's the one I'm at too. Yep.
All right. So let me just bring that up. Oh, we lost Greg. All right. Well, we are live. Greg will join us back momentarily. I think Jamie's.
No, I'm here. I just muted it. I'm here. I just muted it to go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind then. All good. No worries. I believe Jamie's going to be joining us shortly. There he is. And now, just let you guys know, we are live. We got Jamie here. We have Greg from OSnap, and John Heynowski as well. We're waiting on Rosie to join us from the float place. She'll be hopping on in a few minutes. But I wanted to say, from each one of you guys that are on here, thank you for your time this last month, for sharing information about your product lines and about things you're representing and what you're doing. I do this in an effort to kind of give people a platform to ask questions. They can have access to you directly now. Any of our consumers and customers or client bases, current, present, past, future, whatever it may be. If you have a question, feel free to go ahead and ask. We're also just talk about current events that have been going on as well. And I know, John Heynowski is going to be heading down to West Virginia.
Yeah, Jamie's on, right? Jamie, you in?
Yep, Jamie's in there.
What's up, Jamie? Hey, bro. So listen, man, I want to pick your brain about Mr. Fisher.
Yes, we can definitely chat about that.
I watched your matches against him in the wall, and I just tried to study as much as I can from what I know about Alan. And now that I have a much more keen eye for arm wrestling, I think that I have a good game plan for him right now. I'm definitely I guess you could say underdog as far as attributes. However, I'm not going to go in there with that type of mindset. I'm just going to go in there with trying to protect what I have. So,
right.
What I kind of noticed, Jamie, is he sets up with his shoulder and his hand. Seems like straight on, and he likes to go really hard sideways, and it almost seems like he's exposed this way and out in the bottom of his hand, even though it's big. My goal is to keep my ridge protected, keep my bicep protected, and I want to keep posted, and I want to stay here and back while he gets stretched out. I don't feel I'm going to power through him. I don't feel I'm going to bust his hand back. I feel like my best bet is to stay very tight, micro movements, and stay as safe as I can until maybe he starts to get desperate, and then I capitalize. That's match number 1. I want to make a dogfight out of it and then go from there.
Have you ever gripped his hand before?
I have not. The only thing I can say is that I train with Chafee on Wednesdays. However, I'm used to a big hand, but I know nothing about Mr. Fisher's hand. So
it's so. Are we cool to talk in depth about this right now?
Yeah, we can use the platform, and then we'll jump into what we're talking about with everything else afterwards.
Okay.
As soon as you want to get back onto anything, Dan. Yeah, whenever you want to get back on pace, let me know.
Yeah, go ahead and jump into this conversation real quick. Just want to say Rosie joined us. Rosie, we're just talking about a tournament that's happening this weekend. We have a big living legend coming this way to the East Coast, John Heynowski, who's representing Muscle Gelz today. He's got a matchup against him, and this guy is a legend. So he's climbing his own Mount Everest, if you may. So he's getting some tips on how to go up against this gentleman. And Jamie's quite well versed in this gentleman's
Mhm.
style. So
Right. I
Yes.
live an hour and a
Nice,
half
a
away
pleasure,
from
pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Back to what I was saying, John.
Yeah.
When you grip up with him, it's going to feel uncomfortable. Just get ready for that. He's got the biggest hand you'll ever face,
Sure.
250 pounds. I mean, his
Yeah.
hand's probably bigger than RVJ's.
Yes.
He likes to rely on that. He likes to set up, like you said, high and almost on that tricep just to go blasting sideways.
Yep.
It's very
Yes.
rare that people take his hand outside of the strap. You'll never see
Yeah.
it. My advice, you are strong enough. I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay. As
Okay.
far as the top roll goes, he's just going to blast sideways through your hand. That's what he does, right? Because he relies on
Okay,
that.
right.
If you can get him
Yes.
compromised, don't try to over rotate with your top roll.
Straight wrist.
I'd grip him a little bit lower and attack his
Okay.
wrist, flat-handed
Okay.
top roll, or try to hook him.
Yes.
It's going to be hard
Right.
to hook him outside of the strap, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. Most
Okay.
people can't
I
do it.
believe it.
I lost to him for 12 years. And then finally I said, I'm just going to blast sideways in the strap and see what happens because I know he doesn't really train
And
in
I
the
did.
strap.
I saw that. Yes.
Well, that was the third time I pulled him. It was our
Yes.
super match. But twice
Okay.
before that, I had beaten him in the strap sideways, even with my hand on. So
Okay.
the first time I beat him, ever since then, I've beaten him 8 times. So you just got to get that stop, I guess, because he's going to try to blast
Sure.
you, right? But if you
Yes.
can get there and have faith in your strength, because it's there.
Yeah.
I promise. It's just he likes to take people away from that with his hand. But grip a little bit lower, focus on the
Mhm.
wrist, flat-handed with the top roll, and I'm telling you,
Yeah.
different game. But get into the strap somehow.
Okay. You know what
My
I got
advice.
too? You know what I got too, Jamie, that is a pretty good weapon of mine that I utilize from my fighting, right? So when
Yeah.
I get up in this nice and tight, what I'm going to try to do to equalize a little bit of his blast, to knock him off center, knock his blast. I kind of want to absorb a little bit of his power, but I kind of want to push him off his line so he's uncomfortable even hitting into me. So what I'm going
Right.
to set up, as soon as the ref says go, I'm gonna give him a shot with my shoulder. I'm gonna blast hand to hand with him and see what happens. He's not gonna overtake my hand. I'll be fast and I'll be able to come out here and defend. But I'm gonna hit him like a train head on. I'm gonna blast him and then pop out and see what happens. I still feel safe with that, and I'm fast enough. I think if I have to get out, I can get out. But I'm
Right.
gonna kind of meet him, bang, head on, and see what happens. You know, why not? I'm gonna
Good.
test his strength right off the bat.
Yeah.
His
have
hand-
a game plan
his
and
hand
then have a
feels
couple
like-
options for after. You'll be all right. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Hey, remember
Yeah.
Joe Salawater's
Cool, man.
hands,
Thank you,
Johnny?
Yeah,
Oh.
for sure, Greg.
He feels his hands are just like Joe's.
Yeah.
Literally. I don't
Yeah.
know if he ever pulled Joe before. He's kind of a relic now, but he's got the big,
Right.
huge, massive mitts that just
Did
is
you say
unbelievable.
Salawata?
Yeah,
Salawata's got a nice wide palm. Like his hands aren't
Yeah.
like big this way. Like my hand's
Yeah.
longer than Salawata's, but his
Mhm.
palm was so wide,
Yeah.
it just felt weird. And he was so fast. He was
Yeah.
another guy that you needed to get
Palm,
to strap
too.
in to beat him. Yeah,
Yep.
Salawata was a great arm wrestler.
Yes, he
Still
was,
is.
man.
Still is. If he's
Yep.
still doing it. Good dude.
Yes.
so
Lost to him
sounds like you got a
several
good game plan to work with,
Yeah.
John.
Yep, for sure, Dan. That's it, brother. I'm going to give it hell. I mean, you know what? I'm a 54-pounder, and I'm not looking in this like, there's a weight disadvantage, dude. I'm just going to go bang, and whatever happens, happens. I mean, what do I have to lose? I took this match on 3 weeks, and what are you going to do, bro?
Everybody's
Absolutely.
It's an
watching you, man.
opportunity. Let me throw down, see where I'm at.
Shock the
Yeah,
world.
I think
You
I
can do
think I can do it. Hell yeah, man. Why not?
Sounds beautiful to
John,
me.
may I
man.
make a suggestion?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I saw how, I'm sorry, the gentleman that was explaining to you about the opponent. I don't see your name.
Yeah.
I see Nat Fit, so I'm not sure if that's your
Oh.
name.
My name's Jamie. I'm sorry.
Jamie, no problem. So Jamie was describing your opponent so well. Okay, like he put his arm up and everything. So I don't know if you're in New York or if you're in Long Island, but if you can get yourself to a tank, to a float tank, to actually visualize it while your body's relaxed, see
Oh, like
everything.
a self-preservation tank.
Yes, the float,
Okay. Yeah.
sensory deprivation, and just
Yes,
get
that's
yourself
exactly what it is,
in
yes.
that mode
Yes.
as many times as possible. See yourself with his hand. If you got to watch his videos so that you can visualize the
Yeah.
size of his hand, put your hand in and see it grabbing, and you see yourself pinning him down. See it happening. Feel the excitement. Feel the energy, the strength that you're going to feel when you're actually against him. When you're in that tank, if you can do that for 90 minutes, I mean, I don't know. You said it's 3 weeks away or 1 week away?
No, it's tomorrow night, but I took it on 3 weeks notice. Yes.
All right.
But no, it's okay. I understand your techniques. I love those techniques. I do portray those and I do visualize, and it does work. It's 100% true. Exactly what you're saying.
That's like perfect as to a segue
It
as to
really
what
is, man. It's
what
100%
I do and how I operate. So what she's alluding to a little bit is when I've created a mantra for myself. Every month before I go to a tournament, I actually go to float, and this is what I use to kickstart my mindset. My tournament mindset is I visualize the win, visualize the pin, and I literally have that on repeat up until a week before to the day of, on repeat in my head. That's the only singular thought that is running through my mind. So visualize the win, visualize the pin. And so you ever see Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. and he visualizes what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. He's going to do this, then I'm going to do that. That's the type of mentality you need to have. It's exactly what Jamie gave you, every tool to start that mentality process and literally bring that into fruition and say, this is what's going to happen. It's just like shadow boxing, if you may.
Yeah.
You know, as a fighter, you're very familiar with that. So it's shadow boxing with the arm wrestling table.
Yeah, mental toughness is key. I mean, I don't have to tell John that. He comes from the fight background, so just let Alan do his thing. He's going to run up there. He's going to shake the table. He's going to get all crazy. He's going to sniff the ammonia capsules. He's going to the smelling salt. Let him do it, and then just get there and get sitting.
We have a question in the chat, guys. Yuri Nader.
Yeah.
That's very funny. Great name, by the way. I know it's not real. But if you guys are having any questions in the chat, feel free to go ahead and ask away. That's what this is for. So this is where the questions are at. I know that there's somebody who's got a good sense of humor.
That's all right, man. Hey, we all need to have a sense of humor every now and then, man.
But yeah, no. So one of the other things that Rosie actually helped me out with was so some of the things that she has is a sauna at the float place, and so I pair the sauna with the float session, and what that does for me is the sauna. For me, if I have a weight cut, it helps me cut the weight. There's nothing that works better than that, in my opinion. But internally and mentally, it actually flushes my toxins out. Any of the negativity that I have riding within me, it helps me get rid of it. And into a mindset that I'm ready to focus. I'm ready to purge myself of all that negativity. But I'm also ready to become something different, something else, something more. And I can only do that, like shedding myself of that negativity in the sauna. And I sweat it out. So if you got access to a sauna, that's also another one.
Come use the sauna at my house, John.
Yeah, you do, huh, Greg?
Yeah.
So Mr. Nader, Mr. Nader states that I'm an inspiration. His friend recommended this channel to him, and I didn't know. He said that he knows me from the gym, but I don't go to the gym, so I don't know if it's me or if it's John or anybody else. Anybody else that's on this channel? I don't know this person. Mr. Nader, please share with us.
Who are you, man? Who do you know? It's all good. I mean, if you know one of us, say what's up.
If not, great to meet you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys, I was mentioning about weight cuts with the sauna. And I gotta tell you, Jamie's products have been pivotal in helping me out when I had that final push, when I first met up with you, actually, John, the first time I met up with you, I was hitting at 165. Oh, no, sorry, 163.
Yeah.
I use the thermogenic that they have to burn off all that excess water weight, and I gotta tell you, the protein that I got out of it afterwards too helped reboost and revitalize myself. And then it was in synergistic work with what Greg's got, actually. Oh snap, because that same tournament I met Greg. It's just all, literally, this is all coming together right now. I met Greg, and I was feeling depleted like no other. Like, Greg, you got something to help me out? I know you got supplements, man, the fast acting ones. And he hands me the pouch, and I snapped, and I was feeling better within minutes. So,
I know. That's the thing. It is literally minutes.
It's insanity.
Yeah, it goes through your saliva glands, so you don't have to go through your digestive system or anything, and it has a 98% absorption rate.
Yeah,
so
it's
energy right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And you know what's cool about all of them is even like the complete and the reverse. As soon as that touches your mouth, your body gets a little kick of an energy, like it recognized something, and it boosts your metabolism regardless. So you almost get a little energy boost off of all of them. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Every pouch that you know that you've taken it, you know that pouch is working immediately. So it's nice, man.
It is insane, and I've tried probably about a dozen different like protein flavors as well. When the quick fix isn't quite enough, and I still need a little bit more sustenance in my system. Jamie's product, the flavors are unmatchable.
Yeah, I'd like to try them myself. I haven't tried. I haven't tried them.
You guys haven't tried? Oh no, you gotta try. You gotta get on that. Jamie,
it's an idea, Nito.
Our blueberry muffin, like you open that blueberry muffin protein, your whole house will smell like blueberry muffins for like 6 weeks. It's amazing.
How many calories and how many calories? Give me a breakdown, like calories, carbs.
The calories in the blueberry muffin, well, actually the calories in all of them except strawberry. Strawberry has a few more because of the flavoring we use has more calories in it. So it adjusts the macros a bit, but about 125 calories.
That ain't much.
4 grams of carbs, 3 grams of sugar, 24 grams of protein, 90 milligrams of sodium, so it's low in sodium, low in cholesterol. Good stuff. It's a complete whey isolate concentrate blend.
Yeah, I'd love to try it. I currently use another company I've been with for a lot of years. It's in the bodybuilding industry. They don't advertise a lot. But I would really like to try that because our products are total wellness. We don't have a protein. We don't have any like carbolates. We don't have anything like that. We're just a total nutrition, plant-based, getting all your organic greens, getting your body rest for sleep. We have a core 4 if you haven't seen them. We have a sleep. Everything starts with sleep. I mean, literally, you need sleep. Well, this helps you get into a deep sleep, but actually acts as an antidepressant to relax the mind, so you don't twitch, so you can get proper lactic flush and proper oxygen-rich blood to heal while you sleep. And it doesn't have anything in it that's going to give you like the over-the-counter sleep medications and stuff that give you drowsiness, you feel all groggy all day, because they're just sedatives. It's all natural, plant-based, chamomile, H5DP, tryptophan, everything natural. And then you have your complete, which a lot of people get a nice boost from the complete. It has 28 organic grains. I'm a secondary vegetarian. I eat the animals, eat the vegetables. I'm terrible. And even now, nutrition, an apple today was not what it was 20 years ago with our soil being depleted. Yeah, everything's terrible, So for me, it gets me all my greens, gets me my A, D, B vitamins. It has biotin in it for your skin, nails, and hairs. But here's where I tell people to take it right after lunch, because it has a full shot of B12 in it. So that gives you more alertness, awareness, and revived energy, because B12 does have a little caffeine in it too. And it has neural factor, which is a clinically proven plant protein that it's no protein value. It's just a brain protein form that helps with brain cognitivity and focus, and it decreases the chances of onset Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease too. So it's just amazing with that. And then we have reverse, which is DNA repair at a cellular level. It lengthens the telomeres. It's your cells. So if you want to learn more about telomeres, the Telomere Effect's an amazing book to get. I'll tell you all about it. That's how I was, introduced to it and learned more about it. It fights off damaged and bad cells. So even cells that it clears out your body of cells that are getting ready to turn bad or turn into cancer, or turn into things like that. It actually attacks them ahead of time and detoxes your body. It has a full dose of AC11, which is or ACL cherry, which is a huge inflammation properties. It's a skin of cherries. You could take it long term, which is really nice. So you don't have to like ibuprofen. You can't take more than 10, 11 days before it becomes toxic in your body. And it has a full dose of AC11, which is a strong anti-inflammatory. When I broke my arm wrestling, I couldn't take anti-inflammatories long term. Voltaren wasn't out yet. There really wasn't anything long term. So I started taking that from a naturopath friend of mine, and it's amazing, like the inflammation, how it decreases your inflammation. And then our surge, our favorite one, which you were talking about, Dan and John, is the boost of energy. It's 200 milligrams of raw Greek coffee bean before it's processed, and chemicals, any of that in it. It has an S10 blend, which is a 7 plant-based in to give you a 230% nitric oxide blast, which is amazing for blood circulation in the body. And if you're a guy, or even a girl too, those areas, it helps stimulate. It's like taking a 50 milligram Viagra without the blood pressure drop and dump that you get from medications, and it's just absolutely amazing. It has red ginseng in it, with helps with body composition, niacin, taurine, L-taurine in it. But it's just amazing as you get hours and hours of clean energy with no crash, no jitters, no shakes, because it's completely organic, sugar-free. There's no dyes, there's no fillers, there's no colors, anything in it, artificial sugars. Everything is done through either Truvia, stevia, or the new one we're using now. It's a lot more expensive, but it's amazing, as the Allulose. A lot of people aren't familiar with Allulose. It's a natural sweetener. It's about 10 times the sweetness of stevia or Truvia, and it's in a fruit. You find it in figs and other things like that. It's just amazing. It doesn't spike your glucose levels or anything like that. But that's kind of a little bit about our nutrition and what we do. We're just trying to give everybody, people that don't work out, do work out, children, senior citizens, just to have your body running at its best. So hopefully, if you're not training, not working out, anything like that, after doing it for 1 month, it pushes the needle for you. You feel better, you sleep better, you have more energy. So maybe it'll get you that push to get into the gym a couple days a week. That push to.
Where are you based out of?
To watch us. I'm actually in Erie, Pennsylvania, where John is, but our main headquarters is in Arizona, and then the Core Pharmaceuticals is the largest NSF facility in the country, is who processes our stuff and makes it. They're the labs that actually developed it there with their research. We have $30 million into the research and development of it, clinical studies. Everything's on our website. I'm very fortunate. We have osnap.com, or actually go to osnap.com/full-circle-G. And you can get on, you can see all the clinical studies. You can research it more and see it for yourself. It's an accent. It's not a protein. Like, you're going to want to still take your protein and get your protein sources. But it eliminates all the needs for multivitamins and I have my own belief on collagen and things like that. And this just gets you that just feeling. And for an athlete, it's going to make you just run more efficient. I never realized how inefficient I was, because, I'm an avid steroid guy. I'm a big, I used to play the instant wing game. I've done it all. I've never had great nutrition. I would meal prep, get lean, cut up for either a tournament or a fight, whatever I had going on at the time. But now that I'm doing totally nutrition and natural and clean, I've never felt so healthy. I'm 50 years old and I have energy for days. I don't get tired. I don't get that crash. that's why I love the company. I own a large, very large container placement company in here. Your traditional business. I make, I do a couple $1 million a year. I'm financially in a very good position in my life. This company, I was the first in on the company. I actually have a little ownership stake in the company as well as an ambassador for the company. A good friend of mine is a billionaire that brought this to market. As soon as he brought it up to me, 2 years ago, we launched a year ago on my birthday. I said, I have to be in. I mean, this is my passion. Like, I love helping people. I love training people. I love every form of fitness. I'm an athlete. And this has just been a game changer for me. I can't tell you how many workouts I've missed or lost because I start talking shop with somebody about it. There's nothing glorifying in talking about dumpsters and trash, But I'll talk
Greg,
about.
we got a question actually from looks like from Rosie. Looks like she has a question for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you did answer it, actually. I just forgot to put my hand down. I wanted to know the website because you had me sold when you talked about biotin, because I'm 51 and I am starting to notice how my skin and my nails, because I'm a vegetarian, going over to vegan, and I'm noticing those things. And I'm like, you pretty much put everything that I've been taking as supplements aside. And I'm like, I just don't like taking supplements. I'd rather have it in something, in something that I can drink versus taking supplements, because it depends on the quality.
Yeah, the nice thing with these are just little snap packs. I'll give you my actual website is the Full Circle G1, or John.
I'm on that one right now.
Okay. It's 0.17 liters of fluid. I mean, it's done. It's in. It's convenient. It's when I travel and fly on TSA, I have to get an extra case, mostly for my. I probably use 15, 20 pounds in between protein, all the pills and everything I take. These here, you throw them in your gym bag, you throw them in your purse. They're TSA.
Put them in the fridge.
Yeah, I like them in the fridge. The fridge is really good to put it. And
so are these something that you drink? What is it? I see
they
the little
were
packets.
Yeah, so they're originally.
Greg, you want me to go get one and show her?
Yeah, grab one.
Yeah.
All right,
Never stop alone.
Yeah, they were originally designed to go in 5 ounces of water, and they actually taste really good in water. They are a little strong without water, but everybody's impatient. And my TikTok went viral. I did 14 million views on my TikTok at the Arnold. We did kind of our official launch at the Arnold this year, and it just blew up. I mean, we sold out. We've had record numbers every month now. I mean, we just can't even believe what it's doing. But everybody just takes it and snaps it straight to the head now. Nobody waits.
Yes, I was actually saying, "Oh snap!" every time that you were just throwing more of the things. I'm like, "Oh snap!" and it's called "Oh snap."
Yeah, it's
I got
funny.
a friend to do it with me.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Right,
So
check it out.
that's the reverse. We call it a hashtag Benjamin button because we've had, we don't make any claims or anything like that. I'll just say what it does for me, what I feel it has done. I was going bald here.
Wow.
And I've been fortunate enough to be on this a little over a year and a half because I was able to take it for 6 months after development stuff and chase some of the formulations and things like that. So I was fortunate enough that, but I've been a year and a half. In a year and a half, I haven't drank a cup of coffee. I don't drink any energy drinks anymore. And I was 5-6 energy drinks a day, a pot of coffee a day, pre-workout. I would take straight scoops. I would take 2 of the most hardcore, crazy pre-workouts on earth. I have not taken any of that stuff. My blood pressure was average 170 over 80. My blood pressure is down. Oh, did you watch him take it? Sorry there. See how easy it is?
That is so cool. Yes, I just saw him. Like, oh my God, yes, that can't be easier.
Yeah, and they're
then
cool,
a snack,
they're fun,
literally.
they're relevant.
Yeah,
and it's not a trend. It's not a. This is true nutrition. There's
health.
nothing artificial. I mean,
snack.
No, you know what's so funny, Greg, is that just like I said 2 days ago, I was actually on the floor. I was just doing my workout, and I was just kind of like stretching my neck, and I noticed my shoulder, and I could see the aging on my shoulder. I'm like, what the F? I need more of something. Send me something. And that's just how I speak to the universe. I'm like, please send me something that's going to help me with this because I have no idea what my body actually needs. And here you are.
I tell you, I tell people to try it for a month and just see for yourself. Like I send tons. I could send you some samples out so you could try too. I send samples out every single day. Like I spend a lot of money in samples.
Okay, so
and the reason
you want to write my name now?
Actually, I
my
want
name?
to after I'm in a car driving. I actually pulled over for a minute, but if you want, I don't know if Dan has your information,
Yes, he does.
or after this, I can give my number and you can reach out to me, and I can answer more questions too, not on here, so I don't bore everybody with it because I am long winded and I will talk for days. So,
Well,
The only
the
other
other thing I'm
question I
going to
have
be
is how
doing.
soon you can get it to me. That's my only other question.
Well, I'm going to be actually creating a link, all the links for all your platforms in the description for this at the end of this, as well as I put you all into the Facebook group that I've created so that you guys can connect on things like this on your own.
Nice.
And it just
Great.
helps bring in the network of wellness that I really want to create around the United States and then everywhere else in between. I mean, we not for nothing yet. While we're concentrated here on the West Coast for the most part, we have Jamie on the call right now with us. It's all the way in California, so we
Yeah.
are coast to coast wellness right now.
I
Yeah.
love. I mean, I hate to say we're not cutting everybody up, but I hate to say that COVID made things really brought a lot of people together. Because COVID's bad. I don't wish it on anybody a few times, but because of COVID, Zoom went to a whole nother level. I barely Zoomed at all, and I Zoom every day now with multiple people every day. I think it's amazing. I'm glad to be a part of this. I know there's only 5 of us on our right now. You got to start somewhere. Ed Milet has the #1 podcast in America, and he started. He watched a YouTube video. He didn't even know how to do it. He's a friend of mine. I've got to know him pretty well, and I've spoke at an event with him not too long ago. But this is how it starts. You get an idea, you get conversations going, you get talking to people, you bring everybody in, different backgrounds, ethnicities, beliefs, and you just talk and have conversations. And it's amazing how it networks people together. It opens people's minds up to other things. You build friendships. I built some great friends over this last 2 years because of Zoom and now because of the company that we're in, the lifestyle we're building. I feel the company that I'm involved in fits in with this because I feel I can give everybody so much value. And now you have a nutrition company that I'm interested. I'd like to check out. I love meeting new companies and new people doing with things. John is I've known John since he was a little kid. His dad used to beat up on me. He'd send John in to finish me off after his dad wore me down for a while. and I've watched John come up, and I mean he's really coming to his own. I mean his conditioning right now is like unbelievable. I'm not impressed real easily. And seeing his drive and how his maturity as his body and his mind and everything has developed, and even just the last 24 months has been pretty amazing, and I'm excited about it. I'm actually cleared. I'm starting arm wrestle again and practice again. I might only ref, but it's just nice being around the sport again and feeling good. And a lot of it I feel has been, the inflammation is down now. I'm one of the only guys in the sport that has a break with 2 pieces of hardware and an artificial elbow. So
it's inspirational to see someone like John climb the way he climbed, take as many hits as he's taken, and still persevere. Like that gives me as much motivation as I need to put my game out there as well. I am not somebody who has had that much time in this sport or that much exposure to this sport as the other gentleman on this call. I know Rosie only knows the sport because of me at this point, but I gotta say, it's stories like John's, stories like Greg's, stories like Jamie's that have inspired me to be to create this scenario where I'm sitting here saying, wait, my superpower is networking, connecting people that have different services and offerings that can benefit others. That's what I'm good at doing. So why can't I do that for the arm wrestling community that's given me so much?
That's awesome, man. That's awesome you say that because, yeah, dude, that's really cool, man. Really cool.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I enjoy being a part of this. It's a great time to be alive.
Tomorrow, John's going to take out the legend, right?
Yeah, man, that's the goal, Jamie. That's the goal, bro. I'm gonna go down there and see if I can shock the world. You know what's crazy though? I was telling Dan before you guys tuned on. So this match was up in the air for a couple of weeks. I've had some financial issues and yada yada, but we're here today and I'm able to make the trip. So that's that. But I had no idea that Davey Patton was going to be down here. So crazy story, Greg, you might not even know this, or this might just bounce back if you do. So Jamie, my dad graduated high school in 1980, and right out of high school, he started training with a guy who's like our pioneer in the sport, Dan Carr. He was kind of like how
Uncle Dan.
kind of like how Alan Fisher's a world champ. Our Dan Carr was like a world champ within the United States. So he was a very tough dude. He's battled with Cleve Dean, Scott Norton. He knows all those guys very well. Rest in peace, Cleve, you know. But he was very talented and he was incredibly strong. And my dad trained under him.
And there wasn't weight classes back then either.
Yeah, and he
there was no weight classes.
He was like 325. He was huge, 23-inch arms, big old like Native American dude.
Wow.
Just a massive, massive giant. So my dad trained under him till I believe like 1985. And then my dad was able to, with his athletic ability, take it to another level in his weight class to a point where he started running into guys like George Givens, Ray Darling, Davey Patton, Alan Fisher. He had, I believe he ran into Cobra a couple times for the 65s and 76s. And he was, you know, crushing everybody up in our area with his style. And then when he would go down and battle, you know, at the top national tournaments, he'd place top 5, top 4, maybe crack 3rd, but couldn't get by Davey and Ray and George Gibbons, guys like that. So what he did is he shacked up with Davey and stayed at his house and was taught by Dave Patton in the 86, 87-ish era, and then won Worlds in 91. So the fact that I get to perform against a guy like Alan Fisher in front of a guy who technically gave my dad his game to win Worlds in 91 is a really funny scenario for me. You know what I mean? It's like, who's really going to be down here?
You get to pull one of the greatest lightweights of all time in front of another one of the greatest lightweights of all time, in front of, or probably reffing, is going to be the most famous arm wrestler currently.
Yeah.
And then the tournament's ran by the previous most famous arm wrestler, Travis. Like, this is just a monument. Like, if I lived on the East Coast, I would have been there. It's amazing.
Hey, you'll ask me, Travis.
Real.
Yeah. Wow.
And you know,
we won't go there. Greg, we won't go there.
I think
we're not going to bring that up today.
Beat him an inch of his life.
That's that podcast.
I think the hardest thing about this, though, is like trying to understand my moment on the stage, Jamie, but also staying focused for war. It's not like, you know, I'm going to a tournament with guys my size and I know what to expect. Like, this is my fight. This is my, like, vindication, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, nothing else I've done in the sport matters at this moment because, like, is this my moment? Like, is this my time? Or, you know, do I just go back and stay in the 54s? Like, what? Like, who am I? Maybe I get to find out who I am on the big, big stage and, like, I don't know, man. It's
well,
there's a lot going
One of the things I respect about you is you're obviously you're not scared to do anything. I mean, come on, you come from the fight background, your arm wrestling royalties family, so it's like, yeah, something led you to this point, whatever it is, and nothing else matters now. All that matters is tomorrow, and then whatever happens after, we'll find out.
Everything you have done and worked so hard for, though, John, has brought you to this point. You have.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's what I just
you put in the work. It wasn't like I do want to say something though, because like don't take away from yourself what you put in, man. Because everything. While it may not, you're putting it out the window, saying it probably doesn't hold a candle to what you're doing right now. But everything you have done up until this point made you eligible for this opportunity.
Sure, that's true,
you know
man. That's true.
You know what I would do, since you have Dave Patton there, who's pulled Alan probably more than any of us? I would say, hey, you got like one tip for me, but something that won't throw you off, because we know Dave Patton was the king of back pressure, right? Yeah. None of us have that gift like he did,
right?
But he might have something that I can't tell you, you know.
Sure. Sure.
Hey, Lynn.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
This is my daughter. One of my
How you
daughters.
doing, honey? Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
All three of them out here. And this one.
Hustle take over.
All right.
Yeah, they're all unsupervised, so I'm probably gonna have
Lunch
to
can
get
take
off the call
over.
in a second.
Love it.
But
Hell yeah.
are we gonna
Hey,
do this
let me
again
tell you though,
sometime?
it feels good to have your guys' support for sure, man. I appreciate all the words from you guys. I'm gonna go into that tomorrow with the fire. I got James Wagner and Bart down there in my corner, so it's gonna be man. Yeah, is that what I should do?
I'm gonna have to jump off, guys. I got 3 unsupervised daughters.
That's
running
cool.
around.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, bro.
Let's do this again.
Hey,
Let me know.
Absolutely, Jamie.
It's crazy here. Nice meeting
That's good, man. Love
Rosie,
the kids, bro.
Yeah, Rosie and Greg.
Rosie, and then Greg.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Bye,
John.
Jamie.
Well, I guess I can't watch because they're filming for. I'll hear about it.
All right, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, Jay.
All right. See you later, Dan.
Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Sorry about
Bye,
that.
Jamie.
We'll have
That's
to do it
quite
again
all
soon.
right. Family first, always.
Oh yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Dan, I'll be splitting probably pretty soon too. I got dinner on the line.
You know what, guys? This is awesome. I want to say, like, I came up with this concept because of one thing Uncle John said. Uncle John said, create a YouTube channel if you want to be considered on the Armed Savage search. So I went ahead and I was like, well, I kind of want to do it, but I don't know if I want to create a YouTube channel. And everyone's been telling me, create a YouTube channel separately, individually, before they even knew Uncle John said this and put the call out there. And I did. And then it just literally just steamrolled into this thing that literally I created it 1 week, doing a quick little video of my arm wrestling career up to this point and where I've come from to this. We're now literally 2 months after he mentioned it. And this is the 3rd live event. I'm floored by everyone's involvement. Everyone's just so amazing. With the energy you guys have been bringing, it just keeps my energy that much more. Next month, I'm going to be having a couple other different services. I'm going to be going over cupping, red light therapy, and probably going to be speaking to an acupuncturist as well.
Dan, I'll join any time that I can, bro. Anything that I can just join in, I'm down. If I have the time to do it, I'll jump on, man. Even if I'm in a workout, dude, I'll just throw it on and hang out.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. It's all about the hangout. That's what it is. You know, when COVID happened, we lost a lot of social connection. But like Greg said, Zoom has become such a important role in our lives, keeping us connected. And I feel like it's actually strengthened connections to a certain regard, in certain ways that was not even possible. So now we can do things in the comfort of our own home, but still be connected with somebody else, which is amazing.
Right. Yeah, for sure, man. Very good show tonight, man. Nice meeting Rosie.
Yes, nice meeting you, John, and I wish you all luck.
Yes,
I
thank
don't
you.
think you'll need it, but I'm all for you. I don't know who the opponent is. I don't even know their name. I don't need to know the name, but I'm all John. I'm Team John right now.
Thank you, honey. Have a good night.
Good night.
And ladies and gentlemen, I will have all the links for each and every person that was on today's call down below in the description, as well as the link to the Wellness Warriors Unite Facebook group that I created so that we can all stay connected after these calls. And we can have some more chats about it. All right, guys?
Awesome. Sounds good, Dan. See you, Greg. I'll talk to you later.
Good luck.
All right.
Later.
Alrighty. Bye. So Dan, just remember to give Greg my information, please.
Yes.
I'll send you my whatever it is for the sample. I want to order something online right now. So
I'll send it right now.
thank you.